guys, welcome to the stream. So I thought of doing something today. I've always wanted to do this, and I didn't really know how to, but I think I thought of a way to do it. So there's a rumor, you know, some people genuinely believe it, that having a rubber duck will increase your luck in terms of what loot you can find. I'm going to keep an open mind about this as we test it today. However, it's, you know, it's probably just like a superstitious rumor. However, there could be some truth in it, potentially. And my theory is if there's any truth whatsoever, I don't think it's necessarily tied to the rubber duck. It might just be tied to trinket value or just overall loot value. If, and there's small chance this is a real thing, we're going to find out today. That's the goal. You know, it's a rumor that some people genuinely live by. So we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to test it today. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to collect as many rubber ducks as possible. And then we are going to loot containers and see how many lucky items we get. And then we'll do the same without the rubber ducks and see if there's a clear difference. Now, what's really interesting is I've started to realize that there is a lucky item pool in this game. And this applies for certain containers. I would say most containers, most traditional containers that you can open, a few that you can breach, but not all of them. Essentially, if you get the lucky item to spawn, it can be a weapon, a key, or a blueprint. That's my current theory anyway. I'm still going to try and figure this one out. But what you'll notice is every container will usually have a specific loot pool. You know, for example, let me just give a quick breakdown, right? For example, if you go to Spaceport and you go loot the containers in the departure building, all of the office drawers, the same items can drop. However, what's shared across all containers is this lucky item. And sometimes it will spawn, and it's either a weapon, a blueprint, or a key. Whether or not they are like sharing the same loot pool or if it spawns differently, I don't know. Trying to figure that one out. But yeah, there's a lucky item that can spawn when you open any single container. There's a certain % chance that it happens. It can either be a weapon, it can either be a blueprint, it can either be a key. So what we're gonna do is figure out, you know, if the lucky item drop rate increases if I have a larger trinket value in my storage. I think that's probably the best way to do this. Now I need to collect some ducks before we begin. I need to get my ducks in a row, so to speak. So, for anybody that is willing to trade some ducks, I have a Looting Mark III Survivor blueprint. I have 3 Volcano blueprints and a Wolfpack blueprint up for sale. for anyone that wants to buy these with rubber ducks, let me know. Let me know. I am probably going to say, you know, just keep it reasonable. Maybe 1 blueprint for 15 ducks, maybe 30 if you got them around. Yeah, that is the offer. I need as many ducks as possible. I have 30 ducks I'll give you for Survivor. Slightly insane. Awesome. Are you in game right now? The deal of the century. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I'm going to need to make some room here before we continue. Hello again, Jack the Fat Cat and hello, Harry Barry. What's up? Let's just go through some items and I'm just going to sell these. Whatever. Just so I have a bit more room. Okay. I'll trade 8 for the Survivor. I got 15 ducks. Okay. I have 15 if you need them. I got a rubber duck. Okay, well, How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? You're in game? I have 225. I live for the ducks. Did I just sell the anvil splitter? I did, but I mean, I've got so many of them. Like, so many. I got one here. I've got, like, so many here. I got more in there. I can give you 30 ducks for a blueprint. Okay. Okay. Great. We have a lot of offers. I wasn't expecting that. Great, 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 great. Okay. Well then. Well then. Alright. We're doing an auction. We're doing an auction. Up first. Looting Survivor Mark III Blueprint. If you're in-game and you're able to trade this for some lucky ducks, tell me how many you're going to offer. We're going to do a live rubber duck auction in-game. Let's see any offers. Starting bid 15 rubber ducks for the Looting Mark III Survivor Blueprint. Who is, we got any offers? Any offers? Any offers? Let's see, let's see. We'll wait. We'll wait. Looting Mark III Survivor Blueprint. 30. 28. Slightly Insane is offering 28 rubber ducks for a Survivor Blueprint. Anybody else? Anyone have a higher offer? Please only offer if you're actually in-game able to trade right now. 100 ducks for the blueprint here. Smile, do you actually have 100 ducks? Do you have 100 ducks? 55 ducks. W trade. All right. 60 ducks. Mayo 60 ducks. I don't. Okay, okay. 35 rubber ducks. I don't know if these offers are real, man. I don't know if they're real. I'm a duck collector. I have 35 on me. Okay, 35 rubber ducks. What is your name in game? I think 35 rubber ducks is the offer here. 35 rubber ducks for a Survivor Blueprint. 35 rubber ducks. Yes, I'm only trading for rubber ducks. We got 35. Offering a Looting Survivor Blueprint for 35 rubber ducks. Smile473, what is your in-game username? Are you able to do the trade right now? Are you able to do the trade right now? I can give you proof. 35? Oh, wait. Hold up a minute. Okay, okay. You want ducks? Yeah, I just want ducks. Okay, accepting. Smile won this trade. Smile. I'm a duck collector. My offer is real. Oh. Wait. Okay. We got two offers. Smile and Sihazlata. Who can offer more ducks between Smile and Sihazlata? The current offer is 35 ducks. Who can offer more? Who can offer more? Smile offered 200 ducks. Please do a video on Raider Den customization. Currently testing the limits of watches. I don't have duck, but I have money. Mail. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. Smile473 has many ducks. It's his thing. Smile. Okay. Okay. Smile, what is your offer? What is your offer, my friend? Let me see your... I didn't get your number. I cannot match for that. Okay, Smile, you might be the leading offer. How many? 100? Okay, I'll take 100. I'll take 100. I'll take 100. Yeah, let's make it 100. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. What's your username? 100 rubber ducks. All right, we're gonna need a Raider hatch key for this, man. We're gonna need a Raider hatch key. Yo. We could do it in trades of Let me find the number. Ah, my smile. I don't want to take all your ducks. Okay. Are you ready to do it now? Are you ready to do the trade of a lifetime? 100 ducks for a survival augment. Do you need a volcano? Good afternoon. What's up, Leonardo? What's up? We're making an offer. We're trying to do a deal. Trading blueprints for rubber ducks. Let's see what Smile is saying. Let me find the number. Okay, cool. All right. We've got a deal. This is going to be the riskiest trade of my life, man. I got to try and get out alive with 100 rubber ducks. Oh my goodness. 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 Yeah. Okay. Smile 473 on Kick is the duck king, really? There's hundreds of ducks. How do I get the number? How about you add me? You can add me. Let me... Oh, God, I'm going to get so many friend requests. Smile. I'm only accepting from you. That is my number in-game. And your name was Bacon something? Bacon Overlord. All right. Bacon Overlord. I'll wait for a friend request from Bacon Overlord. Make the trade next to a raider hatch. Bear Vita Spray, I can have 100 ducks. I don't, unfortunately. All right, this is the thing. We gotta... There it is. I'll wait for you, Smile. Let me try and make some room. I'm gonna need to try and make some room here for 100 rubber ducks. 100. How many storage slots would I need? I would need what? 7? 7? Oh, we're good. We're good. How much for the volcano? Blake Rooney, I'll accept 100 rubber ducks for a volcano. Blueprint. 15 ducks at a time. Oh. That's a better way of doing it. Bacon... Okay, Bacon Overlord, got it. How about we just go in with nothing but the one item in our safe pocket, Bacon Overlord, and we'll do it a few runs. I like that. Add friend. Player with no Embark ID. Wait. Bacon Overlord. Yeah, just go no augment. Wait. There must be something not quite right. Alright, Smile. Let me send you my thing again. No. Sounds good. Alright, yeah. So what we'll do, we're going with an empty loadout and do a few runs. I'm going to trust you. I'll take 15 ducks at a time. How many is that going to take? 7 quick in and outs? Yeah, no loadout. Okay. Right, let's do this first trade. Let's see. Did we get it? Let's see. Friends. Let's see. We're going to do 15 ducks at a time. For a total of 100 ducks. I'm waiting. All right. In the meantime, anybody willing to offer some ducks for this volcano blueprint? You can't see my number? Wait, really? That's it there. Hello? My name. You see this message? Gaming merchant, hashtag 0193. Gaming merchant, hashtag 0193. I wonder why I couldn't send a friend request to Bacon Overlord. Bacon Overlord. Bacon Overlord. 37 ducks for Volcano, 24 ducks, 28 ducks, 30 ducks. Current offer, 37 ducks for a Volcano Blueprint. Current offer, 37 ducks for a Volcano. There we go. There we go. All right, we got it. We got it, we got it. Bacon Overlord. Look, he's even got a rubber duck as his picture. Okay. Okay. All right, what's up? So, if we just go in and out with literally nothing, and we can do like a few, well, like 7 in and outs. If you drop your ducks, and I'll drop the augment. Does that sound good?
Oh shit, sorry, I wasn't talking in party. Yeah, that sounds good to me, Bill.
All right, let's go. Just join any map, doesn't matter. Let's do it. Are you ready?
So, sorry, we're going with how many at a time? 30, 50? 50? Well, how much can your safe pocket hold?
I can do 45. Yeah, I can do 45. I can do 45. Let's do that. Can you? Oh, wait. Yeah, let's do that. I got enough space. We can do it. Yeah, let's do 45.
And I won't even augment because well,
yeah.
I can
You
just
only take
one because I'm just taking those.
Yeah. You could just go in with literally nothing.
Yeah.
Well, besides a duck. All right, let me know when you're ready. You good to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this. All right, to make this easy, let's just do 90. Let's just do 90. So we can do two runs. 2 runs. Let's do it. I need to make another survivor augment real quick.
Somebody told me like 20 minutes ago, like, dude, somebody's doing a thing about ducks, saying that you might get luck from them. And then I seen you wanted to get some donations, so that seems perfect.
Nice.
All the auction, but to me, it just goes to the science, and I love your stuff.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Awesome.
We will figure out if rubber ducks are lucky or not. That's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Let's go to get into a match. All right. To be honest, 90 rubber ducks I think is enough. Maybe we'll do more later. I can't. I'm gonna need. Yeah, we got enough to make another survivor augment. Oh, these lobbies are crazy. How do we do this? Takes a while. So the goal, if for those just tuning in, we're going to try and see if rubber ducks really give you luck today. I'll talk about my process in a little while. Why no gun? We're just going to take the ducks and then dip. Although it's going to be a little bit hard because rubber ducks do roll down hills. So, yeah. Okay. We're going to do with the ducks. Right, let's wait for my pal, buddy old pal. Try and find some flat ground. Alright. Let's do the deal. Let's
get it.
The rubber duck deal. Alright, there's your... Thank you. And your blueprint is kind of like under the ground. You got it? Okay, I'm going to surrender now.
Yep.
Yeah, and we can do it one more time.
Oh, I see. Dude, what if I told you I'm L-ing this because I don't even have a fucking, Dude, I gotta...
Are you on a free loadout?
Dude, I'm in a free loadout.
Oh, no. Oh,
Listen,
God.
I'm gonna tell you this, though. To me, it doesn't even matter, brother. I'm doing this all out of the goodness of my guts, so I'm just gonna surrender anyways, my dude.
No.
Yeah. Sorry to the people for this, though, because there's some people that I wish I had you. But guess what, man? Sorry, this is for the ducks. This is for the ducks, my boys. This is for the ducks.
Hey, if I find another one, I'll let you know.
Listen, they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
True. I feel bad. I'll take only 45. I'll take 45 of your ducks. I won't take any more.
Listen, dude, you're taking more of my ducks. I'm telling you now, this is for the science, man. At least take 100 of my ducks, please, for the love.
Let me all right, let me make a... Do you need a volcano blueprint?
Yeah, this time I'll actually bring a John for it because I do need that.
You can literally just... If you go like no loadout, you can still get a safe pocket.
Oh, really? So just because I had the free augment in there, I fucked myself. Oh, GG. My bad. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, let me give you... Yeah, okay. We'll do a volcano. There we go.
Yeah, I'm fried. Holy duh.
All right. I'm ready when you are.
Yep, I'm good.
Oh, God. No, it's dangerous. It's all right. I got another volcano. I got another volcano blueprint. It's okay. Anyway, someone will loot that body and they'll find it and they'll have a very nice day. All right, the duck collection is coming along. Certainly. You ready?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah. Okay. Voila, you can't take anything with free loadout. I think he put on a free loadout. He just put one on. You know? He put a free loadout, a free augment on. Not a free loadout. Calm down, guys. He put a free augment on. You know, he's like, let me just quickly put on an augment. Bam. So, we currently have, let's see, 15... 45, 60. We're about to get another 45. That's 100 ducks. I think that's enough to start our experiment. If we lose ducks, we'll do another auction. But I think this is a good starting point. Yellow mud clears a gift to the gods. Wait, same spawn. That's crazy. This is the trading spot. Exact same place. That's nuts. All right, let's do the deal.
Dude, this is such shady back alley dealings we got going here.
All right, GG man, 90
there
ducks.
I'll this take time I actually did it proper. Yeah, dude.
All right, GG.
Yo, thanks for everything. I appreciate you.
Nice. All right, 90 ducks like that. I think that's enough for now, chat. I think that's enough. Why would you do that? Been looking at that blueprint so many times, not home to trade the freaking ducks. Oh, sorry, man. All right, GG. Thank you so much, Bacon Overlord. Thank you, Smile. Appreciate that. We now have the greatest duck collection known to mankind. We are ready to begin our experiment. Let's go. Some people... Right, so let's talk about this. Some people genuinely believe that rubber ducks give you better luck when it comes to loot. Now, that's a very hard thing to measure. But there is something that we can measure, and that is lucky loot rolls. Sometimes you will get a lucky loot roll. And that can be a weapon, a key, or a blueprint. You loot residential containers. You see if you get a weapon, a key, or a blueprint. That counts as a lucky roll. We're going to now measure how many lucky rolls we can get. I want to try and ensure my trinket value is about 100,000. If there's any kind of system like this, and it's a long shot. It's a long shot. Show the raider room. Okay, the raider room. Hold up. The raider room. That's a lot of ducks. Oh, look at them all. Oh, there's one there. That's cute. Okay. Yeah. If there is any lucky spawn, we're going to see. So I need 100k in trinket value. So we're going to put 45 in there. And 30 in here. That's not quite it. So we're going to take... That do it. 96, 100, and 11k. There we go. Yes, we have 100,000 in trinket value now. If it's in any way related to your stash value or trinket value, then we've certainly reached that amount. Hopefully nobody kills us. We are in the friendliest of lobbies on this account. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We are going to go in also with the same loadout every time to keep this fair. So it's going to be an anvil and probably a Tempest, I guess. A reasonable Tempest build. Stick that on there. So our current value is 163,000. I'm going to need to repair everything up. Let's not do that. That's a waste. So it's 164,625. That's a very random amount. Are we? Okay. Why is that? Something here is worth something very weird. Ah, it's the medium shield. Okay. 164,625. Remember that amount. Also, let's just do a reminder of how many ducks we have. We have 30, 45, 90, 105 ducks. 105 ducks. Okay. The test begins. Why do I have crossplay off? I don't have crossplay off. I do not. 5 shields. 5 of those. This could change things a little bit. I mean, we've got a pretty similar value there. I don't think we're going to come across any players, to be honest. And we'll take a red hatch key. So our actual real value is 175,000. 175,225. Let me just, hang on a minute. Sorry, guys. Let me just spam, just so I don't forget. Let me just get a screenshot of that so I remember my loadout. We're going to copy that every time. We've got to keep that the same. Very, very important for this strategy. If we lose some ducks, we're going to have to find some ducks. Okay. Rubber ducks. All right. Let us go. We got to try and keep everything the same. So, what is going to give us the largest number of, like, loot dense? No gun, no shield. You're supposed to only bring ducks, no weapons, no shield, no augment, nothing. Okay, I understand, but that's not what we're doing. We're not doing a lucky duck run like Co-Carnage. We are testing if rubber ducks really do give us luck. Which is different. We're not doing a lucky duck run. Okay. Ammo. Oh, ammo. Yeah. Ah, I'm so silly, dude. Okay. Do 1 stack of each. I don't plan to shoot much, but we might shoot much. 1 stack of each. 176. 185. Okay. Yeah. Well. All right, chat. What map should we do? What map should we do? I think we do Bluegate Village. We go Bluegate Village and we just go and loot that. We're going to do the same loot route every time. We're going to do Bluegate Village. And then... thing is, there's only one place. There's only one place on here. That's the only trouble. Buried City? We need more ducks. Maybe. Maybe we do Buried City. More residential containers. Yeah, Buried City it is. More dense. We can get out easier. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Buried City. Yep. I think that makes sense. Although we're going to be in late raids, but it doesn't matter. I guess all we got to do is loot. Loot containers. So the first time I get a lucky loot roll, I'll show you what I mean. We have over 100,000 in trinket value in our storage. Gonna be interesting. Bad spawn of Bluegate, you're gonna be losing time. True. Yeah. Alright. Start of a raid. Let's go straight to Grandioso then.
By the Grandioso apartments.
Straight to Grandioso. Here we go. I'm gonna move my camera a bit. Is my camera in a bad position, chat? I feel like you can't see my storage. I never really thought about that. If you find a duck stack, how's a lucky loot roll? No, unfortunately, ducks are just, funnily enough, a medical container item. Well, and a trinket. They can spawn. Hello. How are you? Friendly? Alright, have a good raid. He doesn't know I've got 100,000 in ducks on me, dude. 100,000 in ducks. The scary part, if this man shoots me. Lucky item. Okay. Lucky item. We found one. First container in. It's real, chat. It's real. No, it's not. It's just luck. I mean, it was luck that time. But what I'm trying to explain was that was just a coincidence. Right, no lucky item. Yep. So I'm going to make note of how many lucky items I get, and then later how many containers we get at the end of the round. Okay. Oh, that guy's going in, hey. Alright. So, to me, a lucky item is considered an item, like, that doesn't spawn regularly like that. That's another lucky item. There we go. The 3 types of lucky items in the game are weapons, keys, and blueprints. These are the items that are outside of the normal loot pool of this container, but can still randomly spawn in any container type. So far, so good. Isn't the loot in each container predetermined at the start of a server? I don't think so. I think it's based on who opens it, honestly. I think at the time it's opened. That's interesting. Is a raider hatch key considered a lucky item? I don't know. I don't know. By the way, the fact that we've got a medium shield in there is quite interesting. Is a raider hatch key, isn't it a key? It is a key, right? Because when you do night raids, key spawns are increased. And that will usually end up being... hatch keys will be spawning a lot in night raids because it's a key. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure it shares the same key loot pool. Okay. Someone's been through here. It's very important we do not open containers that have already been opened. Alright, no lucky item that time. Uh-huh. We opened like 6 containers. I've already got 3 lucky items. That's crazy, dude. Raider hatch keys are, I'm pretty sure, in the same loot pool as a key, right? So we're going to consider that a lucky item. Remember, guys, this is very, very, very anecdotal evidence so far. Oh, hello again, man. Hey, I'm friendly. Don't worry. Sorry. I didn't know you're here. My bad. Enjoy the loot. Yeah. We need to do a lot of containers opening to figure out the truth, chat. All right, there's no evidence yet. No, nothing. It's way too early to say that. Yeah, to me, a hatch key shares the same loot pool as the key spawn, so... I also have trinkets in here, and in here as well, which I think's important. Not enough ducks, need more. More! More ducks! Alright, we'll do 500. Another container. The good thing is, as long as you're looting any container type, the lucky spawn can happen. There are some exceptions. If, for example, you loot like a breachable electrical box or something, I've never seen... it doesn't really seem to work the same way. So we're going to try and focus on more traditional spawns. Lootable containers. And avoid breachables. Oh. Yeah, I'll eat that. That's fine. I don't want to eat that one. Ugh. I didn't want to eat that one. How many ducks for that Mag 2 blueprint? Wait, you need that? Oh, God. To be honest, we have enough ducks for now. Hello. We have enough ducks for now. If we need more ducks, we'll open up the auction house. Alright, I was used to using the anvil splitter earlier. I was testing that out. Still terrible. Honestly, unfortunately. You can definitely find blueprints in breachable electrical containers. Yes, yes, you can. But I don't think I've ever found a weapon in there. Which would seem to suggest that the loot pool is slightly different in the way that it works. You know? Right, let's go to, like, library or something. Is it only ducks or launches, mixtapes, or snow globes? I have no idea. This is just something we're testing. It could just be nothing. There's a very, very high chance that there is no luck mechanic at all. But I do see a lot of talk about it, and some people genuinely believe in it. So I'm going to try and figure it out. We're gonna try and figure it out. Okay. So what you'll notice is the loot pool across all containers. Every container has a specific loot pool, but it also pull from... If a lucky item spawns, it will usually be one of those three things. A weapon, a blueprint, or a key. To make this fair, I'm going to try and loot some containers across like every area of the map if I can. Muzzle break. Okay. Any info on how loot is generated when opening a container or map is loaded? I'm pretty certain it's when opening a container. There we go. That's a lucky item. A weapon. So this is what I mean. Usually, if we take a look through here, you'll see you don't usually get a weapon. It's usually 3 to 4 items per container. This is an additional item. Oh, we took it already. That generates separately to the normal loot pool. That has been my experience so far. It's always a weapon, a key, or a blueprint. And we're trying to figure it out. Trying to understand how this mechanic works. It's something that's new to me. Like, I've only just realized it over the last few days that this has what happens. Level 1 kettle, yeah! I know it's not the most exciting thing, but it you know, it's still a unique item. Hello. Same guy.
Don't shoot.
Yeah, friendly man. I find weapons all the time in lockers. Yeah. You certainly do, and I think we all find weapons all the time. It's not like it's that rare. It does happen fairly commonly. There's also a set loot pool for each raid, focusing on the items that are more common in the containers. For example, you'll find more coffee makers one time, more quarters another. Perhaps they use a seed or something to generate loot. It could be like that. Don't really know. Okay. Unlooted. Cool. Interestingly, this can also happen with medical drawers. Every sort of loot container in the game. Alright. Continuing. Need to have the duck in hand when looting. Look, there's another rubber duck. Oh, yeah. Our collection is growing. Our collection is growing, chat. It's growing. Okay. How do you come to the conclusion that your value of inventory affects luck? It is not a conclusion, it's just a theory. The way that we are able to discover things in this game, for example, how certain items spawn, how certain, like, we now know what the blueprint loot drops are like. We know every container, what blueprint loot pool it has. It all comes down to having a theory, testing the theory, seeing if it's true or not. And sometimes it's not true. Sometimes, like in this case, it might just be a silly rumor. But, you know, when somebody starts to say online, oh, wait, hold up a minute. The Tempest only spawns in night raids. And then you can test. You can gather data. And you're like, wait, that's true. It does only spawn in night raids. It all starts with a silly idea. And you just try and experiment. And a lot of the times you'll learn that it's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. That might be what's going on here with the lucky loot that people believe in. But we shall see. Pharaoh in that bin. Oh, wait. There was a Pharaoh in that bin. I was too busy chatting. That was a Pharaoh. In the trash can. Here, right? Oh, yeah. Lucky loot number 5. Okay, cool. There we go. Pharaoh. Thank you, chat, for the reminder. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You have to count opening container without ducks. Yes, we are going to do that as well. Of course we're going to do it. We will do the same test with and without ducks. I think a good number to start with, we should try and aim for 1,000 containers. I will open 1,000 containers with ducks and without ducks. And we shall see how things turn out. Right? What kind of art do you have in the background? Hello. It is a picture of Olympus from Apex Legends. There we go. Another lucky spawn. You'll notice is the weapons usually are terrible. Here's a fun little fact for you though, chat. The lucky loot is different depending on the map condition. One of my favorite map conditions is Locked Gate, because the lucky loot there is busted. It is so good. When a weapon spawns as a lucky loot roll in Locked Gate, it's almost always an epic weapon. It's almost never a Tetsu 1. It's usually a level 1 rare weapon, like a Toronte, or a level 2 epic weapon, like a Volcano. It's absolutely crazy. Are you writing down your results? Yep. Yep. Yep, we are. The goal is to stay on the same map, loot roughly, you know, we're going to go to the same places and try and loot containers spread equally across the map. And we're going to do the results with and without ducks. Will you use this data against your first 1,000 container from your blueprint run prior to expedition? I will consider that. However, we do have to take into consideration that the blueprint drop rate is always changing. There we go, another lucky item. That one time it was a key. What you'll always notice is when you get that lucky item, it's quite obvious. You're like, oh, wait, there's one extra item in this container. What could it be? It's going to be that lucky item, right? Usually these drawers have 3 to 4 items in. If there's a 4th or 5th item, or if there's a 5th item, then it's definitely a lucky item. Because by default, that container can only spawn up to 4 items. Oh, hello there. I think it should be important to note that this here isn't a lucky item. Even though it is a lucky item, it's not the same mechanic. That's just a very low drop rate for that item in that drawer, if that makes sense. You know? There's a very low drop rate for the lightweight stock to appear in that container, but it's still within the normal loot pool. It's not an item that's generated as a lucky item. From what I understand. My theory is that the lucky duck is true, then the loot pool is generated for every container once the round starts. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Once again, it could just be a complete and utter nothing burger, chat. Remember. I just thought it would be fun to test. Yeah. Okay, so we come through space travel. We could do... we've done a bit of research. We've looted most buildings. We come through here. Oh, 2 containers here. Look at that. The gaming scientist. You play Arc Raiders off stream for fun. Okay, another blueprint. That's another lucky item. I play Arc Raiders off stream to make videos, but I'm also having fun at the same time. You know, like I do, but I'm also doing it to make videos, but I'm also having fun. It's like, it's work, but also it's my hobby. So, you know, if this wasn't my job, I would play this game a lot less and probably wish that I could play it more. All right. Having fun at work? Yeah, basically. All right. There's a snow globe there. You have the skill trip that can drop an extra item. Yes, but that is field crafted items that can drop only. All right. It's looted. I think we're mostly done for this session. We can see if this thing's looted down here. You're going to experiment with how many ducks it takes to get the luck. Well, let's first start to see if this is even a real thing first. So I have the most, like, I have over 100,000 in ducks. 100,000 in ducks in my storage. In my, you know. That's a good base thing. What we're going to do is I'm going to make another spreadsheet to kind of... Yeah, that's kind of crazy, dude. What's that? Spooky. Wonder what all the little graffiti things mean. There are perks that affect results of containers and openings, so no, they're not predetermined. I don't think they're predetermined. I also think that would be a very... it's better they're not predetermined, because that could potentially become a thing that cheaters could do. They could just know what's in containers. Key rooms will not be included for now. Okay, so this part's important. If we now go here, scavenged 13,200. What I'm going to do now is make a new tab in my document. And let me just do it a second. Give me a second, chat. Oh. Need to make a new... Okay. I'm going to call this Lucky Loot Test. Okay. I go like what? Yeah, there we go. Lucky Loot Test. We're gonna stay on the same map, but I'll just write this down anyway. Buried City Day. Containers looted, blueprints found, weapons found, and keys found. Okay. Lucky Duck Value. We'll call it that. Just in case. It's just going to make things easier if we decide that this is, you know, we get enough data. All right, let's have a quick look then. Let's have a quick look. We've got 13,200. Okay. So that's divided by 200. So that would be 66 containers looted. All right. We got 8 lucky containers. Let's just go back a minute. What did we find? We found 2 blueprints. 2 blueprints. We found how many weapons? 1, 2, 3, 4 weapons. We found the Pharaoh, didn't we? And we found 2 keys. And our lucky duck value, I'm just going to write how many lucky ducks I had. I think that would be easier. We had, how many was it? 15, 30, 45, 90, 105 lucky ducks. Okay. All right, then. Just makes it easier. Yeah. Cool. NLCast could go blind with the spreadsheet. Sorry. Yeah, let me fix that, actually. Let's make it a nice darker color, I suppose. Purple? Ugh. That will do for now, whatever. Okay, back to the grind. So I'm gonna sell these. Just gonna sell everything and just try and make it quick. No. Sell all of that. Bum. Put that there. Put that away. Put that away. Put that there. Put that away. Then we had 2 more herbal bandages and 5 syringes. So decent run. You like this game more than you ever did Apex? I've always liked this kind of game. And I've always wanted this kind of game to exist, and it never really did in the way that I wanted. I think that's right. Let's go again. Hope we can join the same raid again. Oh, that was 66 containers looted so far. Let me write that down. Pretty good. Pretty good. Doing quests is not a priority. You can do them to unlock blueprints, but after that, they don't really give you much, to be honest. There's 3 more ducks. Those were newly acquired. Yes, newly acquired ducks. I'd recommend finding attachment blueprints. Residential areas. So, Bluegate Village, all of
Let's go to the Grandioso Apartments.
All of Buried City. Good suggestions. Or go Stella Montes lobby and loot all the trash cans and suitcases. If you want higher value blueprints, so if we're talking level 2 attachments, that's where you'll find them. If you want level 3 attachments and the rarer ones, then you're going to need to go into Cold Snap. Well, that's not available anymore. Storm Raids, Night Raids, or even better yet, do Locked Gate. Locked Gate is absolutely amazing. Level 3 attachment blueprints, absolutely amazing. And I'm sure Toxic Swamp will probably be good as well if it's a 2x event. Typically 2x events, you're going to have better, higher value attachment blueprints in residential areas. Definitely risking those ducks in Stella. We are indeed. We are indeed. Okay. So it should be mentioned that Lance's mixtape, yes, it feels nice to have, but it's not within the lucky item pool. It's just a normal item. What makes you think more rubber duckies increases RNG? There's one there. Well, it's not that I think so. It's just that I've noticed it's become quite a rumor online that having a rubber duck will make you luckier. There's another one. Now, what's really interesting... Oh, hello. What's really interesting is, as I started to see people post online, you know, whether it's Discord or Reddit, about their belief of lucky ducks having better luck, I started to realize that, oh my god, that's a lot of containers. There are lucky spawns, right? Like the weapons that we just got. Another lucky duck, let's go. Another rubber duck. What counts as a lucky item? So... there'll be a certain loot pool for a container. However, on top of that, there's a chance every time you open a container, an additional item is generated outside of the normal loot pool. And that additional item is always a weapon, a key, or a blueprint. So that is what I would consider a lucky item. That is what I would consider a lucky item. It is a separate loot pool that sometimes spawns, and it can spawn in any container type, pretty much. Well, not any, you know. But something like this, then it definitely happens, you know. So, you know, like that. Another blueprint. Another blueprint, okay. So usually, when you open a residential container, you've got maybe plastic parts, you've got these items that draw normally, right? It's usually 3 to 4 items. But then also you can generate that extra item on top of that, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. This isn't going to last very long if using all the ducks you have available. Don't worry. We have a duck auction house set up. The moment we lose ducks, we have more. We can get more. We can get more. And also, I know where to find ducks. I know where to find them. I know where to find more. Yep. I know where to find more. No problem. We have a baseline for lucky loot. No, we will do that backwards. I know it's a little weird. I'm gonna try and aim for 1,000 containers like this with the ducks, and then we'll do 1,000 containers without the ducks. So we will find our baseline afterwards, as backwards as that sounds. The main reason being, if I were to do a stream talking about lucky duck loot and I didn't have the lucky ducks on me, it would seem like people would be like, what are you doing? I thought this was supposed to be about lucky ducks. My thought is, we'll do the lucky duck part first, and on stream. And I'll try to do the other part afterwards on stream as well. But for this being, you know, I suppose day one, stream one of this experiment, felt it was best to start with the ducks. Just, you know, I feel like people would be a little bit disappointed if we didn't do it. Where do you find the most ducks? You're gonna find them in, like, medical drawers. Medical drawers. I'll show you the best duck spawn. I thought I had a snap book, my bad. I'll show you the best duck spawn in just a second. Leaving more rubber ducks prove your RNG isn't it just a modern version of blowing into an 8-bit Nintendo cartridge and praying it boots? Could well be, yeah. That's why we're testing it. That's why I'm testing it. I would consider it a modern day myth. Do I believe it's real? I don't believe that having a lucky duck will increase your odds. But I'm open-minded. I personally think that if it is real, it's probably more so related to your loot value or something along those lines. Oh, look, Renegade 2, look at that. Yeah. Personally... Wait, someone's in here? Hello? I'm skeptical. Yeah, absolutely. It's something that would... I would be skeptical about. The only reason I'm even giving this a shot, by the way, is Embark. It's only because it's Embark, who are renowned for doing all sorts of weird Easter eggs across their history in Battlefield games, and also... Wait, that was another one. Did I add that one, chat? Did I add the Pharaoh to the list? I did, right? Another one. Renowned for it. So that's the only reason why I think maybe there's a chance. Well, we had, what, 8 before? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got overweight. I'm going to drop the Pharaoh. But we are currently up to scratch. No, I need to keep the Pharaoh for data. It's fine. You don't have your mic on so other players can hear when you say hello. I do. La 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 la. Yeah, we have it on. What's considered lucky? There is a lucky loot pool. Basically, you don't always get these items. Only sometimes. And they will spawn as a separate loot pool to the normal containers loot pool. It's the weapon, the key, and the blueprint. You can spawn in any container, but it's a small chance. Are you just looking at random containers and not breaches? It seems like a lot of weapons. Yeah, just random containers. Random containers across the map. I'm trying to make sure that we get as many different areas as possible. Right, we've now done there. We're going to go over to space travel research. Did you count the medium? No, the medium shield I don't count as lucky. No. You feel a difference so far? What the? What's wrong with me? No. I mean, it's way too early to tell. We've only opened like less than 100 containers. There's no way to feel any sort of difference at the moment. Anything that we see now is it's way too early to make any conclusions. I do feel like we got a lot of guns, but it could have just been lucky. We could have been lucky. Could have just had bad luck. You doing the same map? Yeah, same map. Same condition. All that stuff. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. You're looking for Tempest Blueprint with this highlight? Just testing things. Just testing things. That's all. Ba 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 ba. Most games, if you're leaving with like 9 to 12 guns or keys or blueprints, and perhaps, but incomplete. Yeah, no, there's no way to tell at the moment. Too early. I'm going to avoid specific containers like breachables and raider containers because they don't share the same mechanics. Raider containers do have blueprint spawns, but they don't work in the same way. You know. Okay. Would snap hook or kinetic converter non-blueprint be a lucky spawn? I wouldn't consider that a lucky spawn. I would consider that a just a low drop rate in the normal loot pool. The ducks have a point. Yeah, we are testing to see if ducks do increase your luck. You know? But that drawer is all cobwebbed. You're going to categorize the lucky items by container type? Not to begin with. I'm pretty confident that it's a global condition. We won't take that. I don't want to upgrade anything. It's it happens regardless of what container you're opening. Yeah. Are you saying that lucky item is a fact? I'm going to tracking every item would be the only way to actually track lucky rates. I don't know what to call it, but it seems very likely that it's a real thing. There's another one. What I don't know is there could be 3 separate things happening, unfortunately. What I mean by that, there could be an X% chance you get a blueprint. There could be an X% chance you get a key, and an X% chance you get a weapon. They could all be separate. I don't know if they're all tied to the same rate or if they're all 3 separate events that could happen. It's too hard to tell. You know. Too hard to tell. Yeah. Where do you find Tempest Blueprint? You're going to want to look in Night Raids for that. Swap the grip on Tempest. I would, but I'm trying to keep the same. Did I just go upstairs and then downstairs? I think I did, right? Yeah, we did. This building's always confusing, isn't it? Oh, well. Let's spread out a little bit. Let's go... I missed this, though. Extreme luck could derail the results. How could you... would you know it's not due to value risk? Well, it could be. It could be related to value. If... Let's just say this very clearly. If there's even anything based on luck at all. It might be that there is no luck. But we're going to test for both things because when I do my test without the lucky ducks, I will run the same loadout, but without the ducks. So my overall loot value will be 100,000 less. You know? So something to consider. We are going to bear that in mind. And also, I'm also very skeptical. At the end of the day, what is going to happen, I will find out the results. And if it turns out is true, I'll make a video about it. And if it turns out it's not true, then I guess we'll make a short about it. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. This is why you should do the tests with 1 duck. We can do that, but later. Because I would like to rule out both options. If there is a lucky system like this, could it be influenced by your loot value? Or your trinket value? If so, we're sort of testing all of that at the same time. What do you consider a lucky container? To me, a lucky container is a container that you open at... Well, sorry. Maybe I should change that. It is not lucky containers. It is lucky items. A lucky item is something that spawns in a container that usually doesn't. It's separate from the normal loot pool of that container. It'll be a weapon, a key, or a blueprint. If that's true, maybe next time try with mixtapes. Yeah, it could totally be possible. Totally be possible. We can try. Certainly. So these are the lucky duck containers, by the way, funnily enough. If you want to find more ducks. They seem to spawn a lot in there for some reason. No idea why. Oh no, somebody died. Oh no. Somebody comes along and tries to shoot me. I don't know what I'll do, man. Tempest. Oh. Whew, we could trade that off, man. We could trade it off for some ducks. We could certainly get some ducks for that one. Yes, we could. There's a very good blueprint, yeah. Oh. Alright, we are pretty overweight. My character's also over the carry limit. Even swap it for a stack in your stash pocket. It's Fumetsu, thanks for the prime. Yeah. I'm curious to know if the Lucky Duck rumor is actually true. Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to see. I think my current theory is it's probably not true. I mean, it's quite a like, it's a fun idea, but I think that it messes with the loot economy a bit, you know? But who knows? Who knows? Embark are very funny devs. They like to do little weird Easter eggs, so we'll see. Vita shot in a day raid is the proof. I found many Vita shots in day raids. It's certainly not a night specific blueprint at all. In fact, fun fact about the Vita shot. Even though it does spawn in medical containers far more often, it's not limited to medical containers. Unlike, say, the augment blueprints, which are limited to certain containers, the Vita shot can spawn in just any old residential container. It's just very, very rare. Very rare. Alright, let's see if these drawers... Okay, nice. Carrying rubber ducks gave a little advantage. It would create an unfair imbalance in a competitive PvPvE game. As players without ducks would be at a disadvantage. And that would lead to frustration rather than good design. Yeah, that's my thinking as well. Like, if they've really had this conversation, they're like, hey, what if we make it so rubber ducks give you better loot? Then one dev will be like, I don't know, man. That seems like a bad idea. Right? Yeah. Yeah, we can certainly, we can do it. Maybe after we do, like, 500 containers, we'll swap around halfway through the stream. How about that, chat? How about that? Oh no, I'm stuck forever. What containers give augment blueprints? Medical style containers and augment style containers, which those ones are on Blue Gate Security Wing and Lobby for Stella Montes. We're going to make a video later today. Well, it's almost ready to go. I'll post a video later tonight showing every single blueprint and the best container for it, now that we know everything. Only certain rubber ducks are lucky, maybe. What if every rubber duck has a secret serial code tied to it? Okay. Right then. Let's have a look. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weapons that time. Okay. We got how many keys? We got 1 key. Okay. And blueprints, we found 1, 2, 3. So that would be a total of 17. Yeah, that adds up. Okay. And how many containers did we loot? quite a lot. Okay, cool. Bam. There we go, my friends. There we go. So I'm going to put that in the chart. And that is a total now. We've done 140 containers. Okay, we can probably get 500 done pretty soon, to be honest. I'm a firm believer in the lucky ducks. All right, well, we shall see. We shall see. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. Interesting, we're getting a lot of medium shields, eh? Sell all of those. Put that away. Sell that one. Sell that one. We need to make sure we got the right number of ducks. We are missing some ducks. That's 45, 90, 105. Good, good, good. Can sell that one. Put that away. That away. And then we simply need to get the same amount of stims and stuff as well. Let's go here to make it easier. Which blueprints spawn more on specific maps? Deadlines on Stella. There aren't really any map-specific blueprints besides the Stella ones, to be honest. It's usually map condition based. Yeah, map condition based. All right, let's just check. We'd still have 105 ducks. Why is our value down a bit? It's because this weapon needs to be repaired, isn't it? I assume that's why. It was a bit overkill to do this, but I just want to make sure I haven't made a mistake. What are we missing, chat? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Why are we singing this? Hatch key. No. I don't know. Silencer? Nope, I don't know what's going on here. Ammo. No, we got ammo. I don't know. Something... As long as we've got the right amount of lucky ducks, I think we're fine. Which is... 45, 90, 105. Yeah, and we will take a hatch key, though. I got that. Okay, seems fine. I don't know what's going on. Somehow it seems like we got less value than we did before. Extra shield charger. Is that what I had last time? One extra shield charger? Okay. I found the Combat Mark III aggressive blueprint on dam in the hallways under the control tower leading back to the water treatment building. It was in a breachable computer panel against the wall. We found the Combat Mark II aggressive blueprint on dam in the hallways under the control tower leading back to the water treatment buildings. Really? Well, that's very interesting. Remember what map condition that was? That's very, very interesting. Was that today? Let me check my screenshot. I don't know what was missing, dude. 175225. It's the same loadout. Wait, what? Weird. Wait, attachments don't have durability, right? What? Confusing. Real confusing.
Let's move to that location.
What's the verdict on the rubber ducks? Too early to tell, my friend. Too early to tell. Bullets? Did I have more bullets? Ah, bullets. Wait. But I had bullets. I had no bullets in my screenshot and my value was still higher. What the? Found survivor blueprint in a car hood. Was that today? Yeah, I'd love to hear about this. Anyone that's got a augment blueprint recently in a weird place, please tell me. I'm missing a thing on my anvil. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. The silencer on my anvil and then the ammo. Got it. 43 medium stack. Ah! That's what it is. How's Rose going? Yeah, pretty good. Hello. Do, 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 do. No, no, no. Ah. Recorder. We don't want to loot raider backpacks. We don't want to loot raider backpacks. No, we don't. Trying to survive Mark 3 outside hospital building on a dead guy with freeloader. No way. Was that today? How did he have that, man? That's crazy, dude. Oh, dude. Imagine. Why no raider backpacks? Because raider backpacks have a different loophole to the normal set of items. Raider backpacks do not work the same. So we don't want to loot those because it will mess with the results, basically. Yep. Nice. Any specific place to farm kinetic converters? I would suggest trying Buried City. Go to the two plaza. Hello, pharmacy buildings. As they have quite a high... They just seem to drop there quite a lot. It's still fairly rare. Oh no. That's not at me, is it? Do, 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 do. I know some containers always spawn floor items such as base travel bottom floor locker room. Can these have lucky items? I would imagine so. I'm not sure. I know the room you mean. I don't know. There might be some containers that don't spawn it. It's still a, hello. Still learning about it myself, you know? Still learning about it myself. We're all fighting over the same building. Oh, no, 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 no. Dude, I'll give you all my loot, I swear. I don't want to fight, man. He doesn't understand, bro. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? No. No. Oh, bro, I have too many ducks on me, bro. I can't kill him, though. I can't kill him. I can't kill him. I'll be in PvP lobbies. Ah! What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We gotta just make a dip for it, dude. We gotta make a dip for it.
Head home at the highway overpass hatch.
Ah. Don't shoot me, man. Get out. Get out of here. Get out of here, bro.
Okay.
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out. Get out of here. Jump out the window now, buddy. Yeah, jump out the window. Out the window. Out you go. Out you go. Thank you. Woo. All right. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. That's a key. That counts. Ooh. There's somebody else in the room, dude. He did say sorry, yeah. I just... scary, man. Real scary. Quick, ping, I have a duck. Or soothe the angry raider, yeah. I mean, I don't blame him, but in a way, like, there were 3 people fighting over one chest of drawers. Like, it's hard out here, man. Looting's hard. He probably had enough. It was not him, bro. It was someone else. So 1 kill puts you in PvP. It certainly could. It might do. It might do. We might get lucky and kill 1 guy and still be in a friendly lobby, but I don't want to risk it. Not when we're doing this. No. This would be a bad time to die. He probably would have left all the ducks behind, no doubt. No, he would have gone back and sold them all. Would have sold them. Like a psychopath. The determination is yes, so like then ducky gives you the lucky. I'm not convinced. I don't know. I am open-minded, but I think that probably, like, realistically, probably not. Realistically, probably not. Okay. Interesting. There could always be some containers like that maybe just always spawn a weapon. I don't know if that's the case there. I would have expected 3 items in there. Not 2, but it's not impossible. You can't defend yourself? Yeah, I mean, if I was playing normally, I absolutely would. But, you know, I'm doing something a little bit weird right now. Stop recorder and shoot it 3 times to get an Easter egg. Is it a Rick Astley Easter egg by any chance? Do you think the changes to Expedition extra rewards will be changed this season on X? Not sure. Hello. This lobby is not a friendly lobby, guys. I'm telling you, dude. We're in like a 50-50 lobby or something. I swear, it's getting a little bit dangerous. People are running around with their guns out. You know, people are on the prowl. Don't like it, man. Final expedition task. My opinion is, if they change it this season, they will probably focus on some kind of PvE objective, killing a certain amount of Ark, gathering Ark materials, something like that. I think that's more likely. They do it on better coin value. Hello. It opens up. Well, you know, people will never get to use their gear before they do the expedition, which I think goes against the whole point of what an expedition should be about, or right. So probably something like that, more like objective based, you know, more objective based. Get out, bro. We're fine. I'm fine for now. So the reason the vertical grip blueprint was so hard to find for me was it was a blueprint that was shared in a loot pool with many other blueprints. So every time I got a blueprint in that loot pool, there's a very small chance it would be the vertical grip too. So it's quite funny that sometimes the rarest blueprints for some people are just common ones, because take the anvil blueprint, for example. It spawns alongside so many other blueprints that if you're unlucky, you just might not see it for a really long time. Why the fancy Tempest but a simple vertical grip? I think I just had it. I just had a spare vertical grip and I just threw it on the gun. Yeah, the survey has hit its limit already. They always seem to limit it by number of responses. Did I go through space travel yet? I don't remember. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh! That was awkward. Could it be shooting arc counts as aggression? No, no, definitely not. It's shooting players. Shooting arc is like as PvE as you can get. They wouldn't, certainly wouldn't put you into PvP lobbies for that. Nah. Yes, that's correct. I had a lot of vertical grip 1s lying around because I didn't have the vertical grip 2 blueprint. So there's a lot of guns in my storage that have the vert grip 1 on them. Because I'd rather a vert grip 1 than a vert grip 3 for most weapons because of that ADS speed, especially for like an assault rifle. I didn't get the vert grip 2 until very recently. I didn't really have a choice, you know? No! Didn't really get to loot many containers this time, did we? I could donate an Envil blueprint to a duck collection ecosystem. Thank you. It's okay. I think we got enough blueprints to trade for ducks if we need to. Gotta remember, even if you're a very friendly player, you may still sometimes get PvPers in your lobby. Because, well, two things can happen. Sometimes they, you know, the matchmaker might just want to get you into a match quickly, so there might be a mix of players. Or maybe a guy who was PvEing got a little bored and decided to shoot people. You know, there's many things that could happen. You don't have vertical too? I do now. Okay, sorry, we're back. Let's have a little look then. How many lucky items we got? 5, was it? 2? We got 2. We got a weapon and a key. A weapon and a key. Okay, so that was a pretty short run, wasn't it? Hang on. Sorry a minute. Weapon and a key. Got value 105. How many containers did we open? Not many, to be honest. 32. So now we've opened 172. The grind continues. The grind continues, my friends. Yes, it does. Okay. You looted a raider bag. True. Good point. Yes, thank you. We did open a single raider bag. So let me take that out of the equation. Thank you. Okay. Right. Bum, 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 bum. Now. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, I'm gonna do a poll. I'm curious what you will think. Do you think rubber duck better than duck? I'm just curious what people think. I'm curious. Let's go do that. We need more syringes and shooters.
Look who it is. I'm sure you will like that.
Need a raider hatch key. I need 1 bullet. Can you believe it? 1 bullet.
Need more guns? Smart choice.
Need more guns. Smart choice. Okay, 105 ducks. Let's go. We're almost we're kind of getting there. That's a bit of a slower run, but it's okay. I've got rubber duck. 76% think that rubber duck does not give you better luck. Yes, I think that's reasonable. I think that's, yeah. I think I'm in the crowd of I don't think it's real. But who knows? We will find out. I don't think it doesn't make sense. It seems like a cool Easter egg, but it also, like, it seems a bit busted. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, we are late into a raid. Okay. More duck luck for me. It's just a Reddit meme. It is just a bit of a meme, but some people generally think it's real. Some people live by the duck, die by the duck. So here we are. Also, this gives me an excuse to keep looting Berry City. Anyway, I need to find more kinetic converters, more horizontal grips. Find some. There's no control for this question. I will make the control. I will figure it out. Okay, chat. I know that I have a rubber duck. The I have a rubber duck voice line is good. What is that? Statue? But the better one, I've got a mixtape. You just run up to people and just say, I've got a mixtape. I've got a mixtape. It's so hilarious. It's just like you're trying to peddle your mixtape to people on the streets. Another one. Another one. Another one. I don't need that. Nastrel, thank you for the raid. What's up? I hope you had a good stream. Read my message. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another rubber duck. Oh, yeah. Padded stock. Let's go. another one. Rumor is lucky rubber ducks improve that rare loot spawn rarity percent by a bit. That's the rumor, yeah. That's the rumor. What treacherous clickbait is this? I promise you it is not clickbait. We are genuinely testing to see if rubber ducks give you better luck. It is definitely not clickbait. We are genuinely testing to see if rubber ducks give you better luck. Yes. It's not a very nice lucky weapon item, but it's still a lucky item there, chat, with a rattler. I don't think if the luck effect would stack, you'd only need one in inventory. Oh, dear. Well, my theory is, if there really is some kind of luck system, it might be tied to your own loot value or trinket loot value. So having one rubber duck might not be enough. So that is why we're going overkill with the 105 rubber ducks. Yep. What an angle. What an angle you have there. Waspy doodles. Alright. Ow! Don't hurt me! It's got some real kick on it, huh? Tempest has a higher bullet velocity than a Rattler, that's for sure. Hate that you're leaving variable loot behind. What did I leave behind? Test it on locked gate. Well, if this was a real system, like a real mechanic, locked gate would be amazing. If we really could improve our luck, locked gate. Why are there? Are there two books? There's two types of books? Or am I tripping out? Is there one? Maybe that's because there's a quest item. There's also a book, isn't there?
Let's go to the town hall.
Silencer 3 blueprint doesn't exist, unfortunately. Anyway, yeah, Lockgate, the lucky loot items in Lockgate are really, really good. Very, very nice. I'm quite surprised at how many weapons we are getting today, chat. That is something that I don't really remember getting this many El Toros usually, which we are having quite a lucky run. You know, probably just a coincidence and nothing to do with the ducks, but even so, I have found a lot of El Toros today. You're 90 minutes into the stream. Any preliminary opinions? If there was any proof that this thing is a real thing, we don't have enough data at all. I think that it could be a feature, but it's most likely unlikely. I think it's unlikely simply because it would be... it just feels a little bit, you know, just feels... If the developers were to have this conversation about this feature, I'm just thinking from the mind of a dev. One dev might be like, hey, have you seen all these rumors on Reddit? People think that rubber ducks give you better luck. What if we make that a real feature? And then another dev will say, well, yeah, we could do that, but doesn't that just ruin the whole item economy? You know? And then it would be shut down. That's my thought. Like, maybe they thought about it. Who knows? But I think it's unlikely just because it would kind of mess. Wouldn't it be a bit unfair? But, you know, that's why we're testing it, man. Because some people believe it. And maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? There's a lot of guns, though. Oh, my God. Shall we do... I mean, I gotta think about this. What's the time? Oh, fairly early. We could do... Maybe we'll do 250 containers and then we'll do some runs without Lucky Ducks. What do you think? Just DM Patrick and ask him. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. There's a quest book? Okay. A lot of people chatting away. Womp, 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 womp. I will happily take more ducks. I've had 5 volcanoes. Ducks work. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Accidentally shot a bullet at a down raider while grabbing a defib, then revived him. Got sent to full PvP lobbies next game. Very frustrating. Oof. That's rough. Definitely do have a lot of work. I would like to hear from some people in chat. People who are in PvP lobbies, how's your experience? Are you getting bored? Are you still enjoying the game? Sometimes I wake up and I feel like I want to shoot some people. You know? What about the blue augment that says it increases the loot potential? I mean, it increases the loot potential by giving you more storage space, right? It's just, that's what they mean by that. I know there was some confusion about that, but yeah. A blueprint. A nice blueprint. Okay, very nice. Love it because of the PvP. Still enjoying the game. That's fun. Not really. I've got a ton of PvP lobbies with my duo last night, and now I'm terrified to log in. Oh no. It's boring in friendly lobbies. Interesting. If I start PvP with my mate, the lobbies will be full-blown kill on sight. Yeah. Love PvP, but I guess it differs when you have good PvP or campers, I guess. I pose the opposite question. Aren't you getting bored by not being in PvP lobbies? Aren't you getting bored by not being in PvP lobbies? Or you mean PvE? Yeah, I'm asking people as well. Does it get boring? I feel like the game needs a bit more tension sometimes. When you're in PvE lobbies like this, it feels like there's no risk. You know? It sounds so cool. This gun sounds so cool. What are these guys doing? PvE equals click on containers for 30 minutes to video game. Yeah. PvE is boring. PvE is fun. Hello.
Hello. Oh shit. Hello.
Hello there. Having a good raid?
Yeah.
Nice. Alright, I guess we dip.
Alright, where we go now? Let's go to the apartment. We're gonna be also.
I stopped playing because the shooting in the back 24/7 is crazy, so I need my ARC fix here. Oh no. ARC is risk enough, but I don't play regular maps. I only play modified maps for my trials. I guess it depends where people's experience are in the game. Like, when you first start playing, the ARC really do feel threatening, and then you learn how to deal with them, and you start to get, like, the blueprints to craft deadlines and stuff, and they lose their value. You're not scared of them anymore. Perhaps they could add more dangerous ARC. PvE is fun, but this game would be boring without PvP. Yeah. Absolutely. Stable Stock 2. Loot residential containers on a daytime raid. Try Stella Montis daytime and loot all of the suitcases and trash cans. It can be really hard when you're only missing something like that, because something like that, a common attachment blueprint, shares the same loot pool as many others, so it's kind of more likely you're going to miss it. 2 blueprints that run. Okay, we found 2 blueprints. We found how many weapons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weapons. Okay. How many keys? We didn't find any keys. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. So the total should be 26. Yes, that is correct. Okay, and how many containers did we loot? A fair amount. A fair amount. Okay. We're at 250 yet. Oh, 212. All right, let's go to 250 and then we'll swap it around. We'll do the same thing, but without the rubber ducks. Without the rubber ducks. This will sound horrible, especially if you kill one person every day to stay in mixed lobbies while helping others. I think that's my plan, actually. My plan isn't to kill somebody. That's a bit rough. My plan is to try and be in mixed lobbies. I think that's where the most fun can be had. PvP only lobbies, which we were in yesterday on my bandit account, especially in solo. It is fun, but it's so hard to progress because everybody is out to kill you. They're not there to do anything else. You know? They don't care about progressing. They just want to kill you for fun. That becomes a real challenge, actually. A real challenge. I like having the experience of you don't quite know who's going to be friendly, who isn't. There's PvP. Usually every match has a little bit of scrapping going on. But there's people that you'll come across and they'll be friendly. They're just going about their day. I like that kind of experience. The mixed lobbies. Honestly, I would like to be in those kind of lobbies more. I think I need to play on my main account and just, you know, shoot a couple people every now and again. It could work out quite well. Endurable cloth. Clean Jason with the Prime. Thank you. Appreciate that. That is where this game is the most fun. I think before, you know, there wasn't what am I doing? I needed something, dude. Meds. There wasn't aggressive-based matchmaking at the start of the game. There's something that they added after launch. And I think I preferred the experience before that was added. In fact, one of the reasons why we did the whole, like, merchant squad thing was because we didn't know what it would be like. There were just PvPers in every lobby, and it was nice to have some sort of level of trust. But now it's just too extreme, in my opinion. I would like to see there being a little bit less PvE, honestly. Both extreme ends are bad. Yeah, I agree. I think mixed lobbies are the most fun. And we're missing out. We're missing out on that experience. I think that I love those lobbies. Seems to be a 10% ratio on loot luck. Yeah, at least we are learning something throughout this whole experience. Even if rubber ducks do not increase your luck, we are learning more about lucky loot spawns, which is pretty cool. We are learning about, you know, how lucky loot works and what weapons you can get. And, you know, usually it's a Kettle 1. And that's about it. Oh, Plaza Rosa? Don't mind if I do.
Let's go to Plaza Rosa.
People cried about PvP and devs gave them PvE without giving them PvE. I think that it's a good idea. I think matching based on aggression, I think is good. It just needs to be balanced better. I think that some people will play this game and they'll never shoot anyone. That's the experience that they want, and they may get a lot of enjoyment out of that. And for them, yeah, I think it's fine for the devs to try and create a more PvE-focused experience for them. But there are some, like, I think it's too... funnily enough, the aggressive-based matchmaking is too aggressive in how it puts you into either end of the spectrum, you know? You're either in what it feels like PvE only lobbies or PvP only lobbies, and very rarely you are in a mixed lobby. I think that we could do more of a mixed experience. Yeah. I think that would be really nice. Okay. That is a one lucky item so far. Yeah, the current ABMM system is very flat. It doesn't have much depth when it comes to figuring out who is an aggressor, unfortunately, as well. You shoot somebody, that's a step towards being put in aggressive lobbies. Even if they shoot you first. I'm pretty sure it's going to be based almost entirely on how much damage are you doing to other players on average. There may also be another mechanic that's like, how often are you in close proximity to another player without shooting them? Potentially? Who knows, though. Who knows about that one? Mixed lobbies, I call them paranoid lobbies. People that don't trust anybody. But you can build trust. There's ways to build trust, and I think that makes the game a very interesting social experience. It is. I know that feeling, and it sometimes messes with you because you're like, oh, I don't know if this guy's friendly, man. And sometimes it's frustrating, but it's really quite a unique experience. I do miss it. I do miss it. I do miss being like, oh God, is this guy gonna shoot me? Are we friends? Like, I gotta watch my back here. Maybe I can try and like make some kind of deal with him so I can trust him a bit more. Like, what if I, you know, we work together to kill the bombardier and we can try and share the loot, and then you don't trust him, and then another guy comes along and starts shooting both of you, and then you work together to kill that guy, and you build that trust with this guy that you may never meet again. But it's certainly a really unique social experience that just doesn't happen anymore. Just doesn't happen anymore. Oh, look. I'm rich. I didn't know that... Well, I didn't know loot could spawn like that, honestly. Oh, someone's already been through. Experience is fine, but a matriarch eventually goes out the way. Oh, yeah. It's,
Let's go to the
yeah,
Arbusto
a lot
Tower.
of rats. A lot of rats. That's true. I think if they use too many Veros, it will increase the time to matchmaking. Yeah, that's true. Alright, seems unlooted. I had 55 extractions with only 3 people shooting at me. I had PvP ping, usually train rats, about another 5 or so lobbies. Yeah, that's what I found as well. The players that are usually, like, shooting me, they've got the default skin, you know, the one you start with. So probably they were newer players that didn't understand the social etiquette of the game yet, in a way. And they haven't quite... They don't know if that player is where they should belong. What lobby they should be in. Yeah. That's true. Any truth to holding duckies to spawn better loot? Not yet. I don't know if it's... Oh, wrong thing. I don't know if it's real. It seems like a pretty far-fetched idea. We're going to wait till I've opened 250 containers and then we'll swap it around and start to get some early sort of data comparing the two. Bearing in mind it's going to be very early data, so it's still going to be hard to tell. I think at about 1,000 containers looted, we'll get more of a clearer picture. Pogo, yeah, I think that it's interesting. There are so many different variables, aren't there? Like, what experience somebody might want to go for, depending on what they're trying to do. Hello. Yes, it's crazy. I had a stellar lobby once and had shooting went a bit closer to investigate, and I had someone finishing off the person they fought saying you shouldn't trust everyone. I ran up and killed the killer and said, yeah, you shouldn't trust everyone. That was great. What kind of new arc would you like to see added? I want more arc that break away from the typical, like, archetype. You know, we've got flying arc. We've got big crab arc with tons of legs. Let's see something different. Interesting. Toronto, Gary. Maybe we could have an arc that is like a sandworm. Or some kind of arc that, you know, it's just different in the way its attacks and movements are. I don't know how to even do that. I mean, the Shredder is definitely one. The Shredder was something different. It feels different. I don't want to just have the Queen Mark III, you know? Whatever the next big boss is, I hope this feels unique. However, hello there. Alright. I do think we already kind of know what the next big arc will be, because they put it in their launch trailer, didn't they? Was the night, maybe? It's the same arc that was in some of their, like, in the documentary where they showed Arc Raiders in development. But yeah, they kind of had it there for a split second in the launch trailer. No, I don't think it was the king. Like that smash button. Like that smash button, guys. Randomly generated side quest parade. Oh, that would be interesting. Whoa! Ow! I just wanted to test the Tempest. Should have just used the anvil. That was dangerous. It sounds so cool though, doesn't it? A humanoid arc? That would be interesting. Ah! The lucky duck, no luck for PvE fights confirmed. Ah! Oh my god, what? Keep missing. I knocked off both of it. Knocked off both of its side things. Raiders, please don't press buttons in Berry City. Roller State Puppy. Oh no. Thanks for the dono, man. You trying to do the guitar puzzle? The bishop? Oh, maybe it was the bishop. Maybe it was the bishop. Yeah. I don't really know what the name would be. Why do Ark always attack me and not my enemies? It might be because, like, Ark have pretty small, like, search radiuses. They can't see everything, but if you run around them, they will see you, so you might need to be a little bit stealthier, maybe? And also, if an enemy shoots near an Ark and it gets aggressive, it goes into aggressive mode, and then it shoots you, sorry, and you're next to the Ark, it will then run towards you and try to kill you instead. Once it's activated its aggro mode, it's gonna be more likely to find you. Happens a lot. Someone from like 500 meters away will shoot a Rocketeer. It will go into aggro mode and then just start firing rockets at me. And I'm just chilling, doing my own thing, and suddenly there's a Rocketeer trying to kill me. It happens quite a lot. Hello, Raider from afar. I want to know, does The volcano blueprint drop anywhere on a spaceport during the hidden bunker event? Yes. Yes. My current theory is it has a far higher drop rate in key rooms. But that's just a theory at the moment. I found a lot of volcano blueprints in locked rooms, and I think a lot of people in chat have also had the same experience. Something to consider. Okay. Have the ducks changed anything? It's too early to tell, unfortunately. It is just too early to tell. With this kind of thing, like, you know, the difference might be just a few percent. I honestly don't think it's real. I'll just say it now. I don't think it's real. But if it was real, we would need to test it a lot to prove it. Or prove that it doesn't exist. Because when you're dealing with something that has a very low drop rate, you just have to get a lot of data to even try and find the truth. You know, you have to open a lot of containers. Otherwise, it's too easy. You could have a very lucky run that will just ruin the data and not make it... Well, not ruin it, but skew the data, you know. Best spot for Vita Spray. Just hospital areas, you know. Buried City Hospital, testing annex on dam. Yeah. It's funny that you can keep the lockgate keys in your stash and extract, then just enter with all 5 to the event and open the gate off the rip. Yeah, I can't believe that's possible. It's really interesting. I realized that I didn't even know until earlier today. I logged in onto Lockgate, and within like a minute, this dude was in the gate control room putting in all the keys. And I'm like, wait, hold up. You can do that? I thought that if you took them out, they would just get deleted or something. No, you can save up the lock the gate key codes and bring them in to a future raid. I mean, it's quite interesting. Very interesting. Alright. Love your channel for the data. Thank you. Yes, we are trying our best. Let's try and go down. I'm sure Grandiose is probably looted, but we can see if we can find some more, like, traditional residential containers this run. We haven't found many. Right, I'm not using the Tempest this time. Wasps, my greatest nemesis. My greatest threat. What about? Ah. Had no room to roll there. I'm getting bullied, man. I'm getting bullied. We are all out of meds. Oh, the sun. Look at the sun. Now, don't do it. Ooh, Rocketeer. I think what's important is that the locked gate keys, you can actually find multiple of them in the same raid. So I wouldn't worry too much about people like messing it up. I don't know how it really works. You know what's really ironic about locked gate though? The best loot is not in Lockgate. The best loot is in Village. It's really weird. It's not even in the underground. Like, I don't understand. I don't know why they've done that. But yeah, if you want to get a bunch of epic weapons and like high-level attachment blueprints, Loot the top of locked gate. And it's insanely good. Insanely good.
Let's go to the Grandioso apartments.
It's probably looted, but, you know, I'm going to try my luck. Tagging nade. I think the tagging grenade spawns in electrical style containers. Yeah. Weird. That includes server cabinets, breachable server cabinets, and androids on Stellamontis. Very weird one. Very, very weird one. Because it doesn't follow the same pattern. Most grenades spawn in industrial containers. Not the tagging grenade. Not the smoke grenade. Smoke grenade, residential. Tagging grenade, I think. Try electrical style containers. Weirdly enough, that's what worked for me. Don't have enough data to say for sure on that one, but that's what I'm theorizing here. I'm finding more loot hotspots like Hotspot and Scuba being untouched late into raids the last few days in Care Bear lobbies. Yo, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. That's very, very kind. That is a big donor. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's interesting. I think people are doing something. They spawn into a raid, they loot something, and then they're like, everything else is looted already. There's no point me even checking. And then they extract. People just assume everything's already looted, and most of the time it is, but sometimes it's not the case. People kind of just expect everything to be looted and then don't check for themselves. That was quite a bad one. We got one weapon, one blueprint. So in total now that is 28. And how many did we loot? We looted... we had a lot of bad luck there, didn't we? Wow. Wow. Okay, and that is 266 containers looted. Right. Okay. Copy. We just rename this. Hang on a minute. Okay. Not right. I think we need to... Paste duplicate? Is that what it is? Oh, yeah, there we go. So we've renamed that. We're going to do non-lucky duck runs now for a bit. Non-lucky. Okay. 0 lucky items, 0. So we've done 250 normal containers. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, chat. Let's go. So the overall drop rate so far for a lucky item across 256 containers was what? About 10%. About 10%. Specific areas to find the Aphelion. Yes, anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. Honestly. Right, we can sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. Sell that. And then we're going to put away our duckies now. Put them away. Put away your duckies. Put them into storage where they can be nice and warm inside. I'm trying to make a tiny bit of room, dude. To get rid of some more ducks. Right, there we go. Now we're going to do the exact same loadout. Just this time, we are not going to have the rubber ducks. Change the signature merchant look. No, I'm still running it. I just, I sometimes like to do PvP, and when I'm doing PvP, I don't like to have the merchant squad outfit on because, you know, that whole thing was supposed to be about being nice and not killing people. So we could change back to it now, to be honest. Medical lab, I need those. Bam, 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 bam. You want to see my raider room? Obviously, we don't have as much value on us now. I think I can't get a raider hatch key, chat. I don't think I can. I'm out of sensors. Yikes! It's okay. I need to do Stellamontis. I need to do some actual loot runs, man. I can make one more. Refiner. Bum bum. Be nice to me and drop me one Tempest blueprint. I mean, if I could find one, I'll let you know, but I don't. It's very rare. I also haven't really been playing many night raids recently. This is going to feel weird, chat. No lucky ducks. Here we go. All right. Here's a look at my room for those curious. The ducks, they are ducking around, yeah. Okay. If carrying 105 ducks hasn't yielded obviously insane results yet, it doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, that's a reasonable thing to think. I also, I don't think it works. But we're gonna make sure. You know, because throughout the history, like, this game is gonna be alive for many years. And it's always gonna be something people will be like, but what if it's really a real thing? And some people are genuinely gonna believe it's a real thing. And I, just out of pure curiosity, I'm like, well, I've got to find out. Nobody is, like, got enough time on their hands to do this. You know, so I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I'm in a very lucky position where I can do it. I can go and find these things out for my job. What a strange world we live in. But hey, that's why we're doing it. What GPU am I running? RTX 4090. I've kept my frame rate to 120 though because I felt like the frame rate fluctuations were not nice. I tried doing frame gen and it made the game crash a lot. I feel like once you get a blueprint it starts to drop more for you. I don't know. It's weird, it's weird. I didn't find a Vertical Grip 2 blueprint for so long and then I found three now. I think I found 3. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Right, we are now doing the non-lucky duck runs, chat. Non-lucky duck runs. So let's see what happens. Hello. Wait, how did it get? Yo, this guy's quick. He's in this building already above. He's upstairs already. Going to the other one. Found radar flare in computers. I found a radar flare in an Android. I wonder if both the radar flare, the tagging grenade, are tied to electrical style loot containers. I think something to consider. Chat, where did you find your radar flare blueprint? I'd love to know. Also, radar flare might just be one of those weird things that it just spawns everywhere. You know? It doesn't really have any specific blueprint tied to it. I don't know. I've also only ever found it on Stella Montis. But I'm pretty sure it dropped before Stella Montis was out, so that doesn't make sense. Yeah, Android is a electrical loot container. Yeah. And radar flare and electrical small wall box. Aha! Interesting. Trials make sense. And electrical boxes. Ah! Electrical wall box for me too. Aha! Yeah, I can't take that duck. It's sad. That is interesting. That is interesting. Because that was one thing I couldn't figure out. I'm like, wait, I've gone through all of the data. I've been preparing a, that's my first lucky item. I've been preparing a video to show where all of the blueprints spawn, their most likely container. The 2 things that, 3 blueprints, smoke grenade, tagging grenade, and radar flare. Turns out smoke grenade is just residential containers for some reason. Tagging grenade and radar flare, I'm like, where could that possibly be? And then I started to notice that I was finding it in electrical containers. That might be the... Oh. That is a very good blueprint to find there. I need to... Hang on, let me just end my recording quickly. That is very, very important. I think it's, like, one thing that's so, like, important. A lot of blueprints spawn in specific container types, but that doesn't mean they only spawn in specific container types. Blueprint, light gun parts, residential. And, also, Wonder if they're making changes to the loot pool recently. 'Cause that's the first time I've ever seen a light gun parts blueprint inside of there. Which is interesting. I'm basically just gonna leave. The amount of times I spent looting residential areas, I think that's the first time I've seen a gun parts blueprint there for. Yeah, interesting. I think the loot pool's changed. Well, they definitely make adjustments, yeah, and they can do it without pushing out the update. You got a gun part in a drawer at Town Hall? Okay. And do you remember when that was? Was that recently or a long time ago? Or like, for anyone that's found a gun parts blueprint in a residential container, do you remember when? I would love to hear. What if all things are random? I think that most blueprints can spawn randomly almost anywhere. I think that it's just that there's certain containers that have certain loopholes. So you can fine-tune your search to find something specific if you're looking for it. You might just randomly find it somewhere else. 2 days ago? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. After Cold Snap. Yeah, I'm wondering if there were changes to the blueprint loophole since Cold Snap. It's something that I've been wondering. I don't think I've ever found a Vitashot blueprint in a residential area. I found one the other day. Ow, my legs. I think that my theory is most blueprints could spawn in most places. It's just a very low chance. And then there's other specific loopholes. It's quite interesting, really. If you have money, you also have infinite chemicals. You can buy glow sticks and recycle them. Oh, wait. Can you buy an infinite amount of glow sticks? Ooh, oh, that's nice, actually. I'm always running out of chemicals. Always. Interesting. Hello.
Hello, waiter.
Have I played The Division? I did play The Division. I did enjoy it, yes. Yeah. I've been looking for this kind of game for years. Years and years. And it's never been here until Arcraders came along. Is that 2 cat beds stacked into each other? No. Just one. I know that you can buy, like, you know, there's some items that you can buy every day that you can break down into parts. The Renegade, the Hole Cracker, you know, the gun attachments. Although I kind of use those anyway. I think it would be really interesting to look at the items that you can buy infinitely and like what they break down into. That's quite an interesting thought there. Ended up trading a dev for my Vitashot blueprint. It was pretty cool. He had every blueprint Devs play this game, you can run into a dev anytime and not know it. Oh, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. That's very cool. That's very cool. Yeah, everything is looted. Thank you so much for a stay, puppy. Oh, adrenaline shots. See, I'm usually needing plastic and chemicals for the adrenaline shots. Do you think it's... I guess it makes sense just to buy the adrenaline shots. Then it would be to buy the light stick to break them down. Daniel Maxina, yeah, I think there's a bit of a pattern there, yeah. Hello. I'm bored of the game now. Had 2 days break. Love from Core. It's cold. It's alright. There'll be more content just around the corner. There's a really interesting thought though. That you could, yeah, the way that you could buy things, break it down. You have like a million quadrillion space dollars and you would never have to run out of chemicals, plastic, fabric too. You can buy bandages, but then I guess you need fabric to make bandages. Okay, somehow everyone's beat us to everything this game. I haven't been able to loot anything. Not the stream, just the game in general. Oh, I understand, Matt Francis, yeah. Yeah, there's more updates coming. I think that will make things interesting again. For sure, for sure. We're definitely at that point where I think a lot of people will start to feel a bit lost playing this game. They're going to be wondering, what are they doing? What are they doing playing this game? And they might, you know, this is a really crucial moment in I feel like an upgrader's continued success. If they want to see the game continue to do well, it's always going to do well, right? Absolutely, no doubt. But if they want it to be like a big game for many years to come, I think they've really got to nail the next few months. It's going to make a big difference. It will be the difference between this game being exceptionally successful for them for many years to come, or it's sort of like it's already had its peak moment and now it's sort of downhill from here. In terms of like player count, and I think that's going to be a hard thing for them. Hopefully they can deliver. I think all that would kind of be necessary is like a cool roadmap for the next few months to get people like engaged in the game. Not to say that it's becoming boring. It's just for some people, I think they would have reached the limit on what there is to do in the game. This person just got the location of the organ. I found a dam for you. Okay, cool. I'll have a look at that. No ducks. Oh, yikes. Drop that duck. Sorry. Yo, I dropped it. I dropped the duck. I dropped the duck. I dropped it. I dropped the duck, man. Before I got that. Yo, the blueprints are coming in crazy. Oh, no. Guys, I've got a crazy conspiracy theory. What if rubber ducks improve your luck by giving you more weapon spawns? But then the weapon spawn could have been a blueprint. So now you're not getting blueprints anymore. You're getting kettles and rattlers. Imagine. Imagine. That'd be nuts. They'd be like, yep, you get better luck if you want to call it that. Imagine that. That'd be hilarious. Congratulations, you're now getting 10 rattlers per raid. Enjoy. Yeah, I almost ducked myself there. We ducked out of a dangerous situation there. You know, I dropped the duck before it was too late. You took all the good goop while you had the duck. No. I dropped it. I dropped it. It's okay. Oh, another blueprint. Or a gun. There. See? What's going on, chat? The ducks don't give you luck. The ducks give you bad luck, chat. They give you bad luck. We've been scammed. I can't believe it. The ducks. It's an evil conspiracy. The devs don't want us finding blueprints. So they sprinkled in some rumors that ducks give you better luck. No. They give you worse luck. Worse luck. Well, it's too early to say. Interesting that we've got so many blueprints this time, though. Ducks give bad luck confirmed. Confirmed right here. Ow. Mr. Draw. Bad ducks, bad luck. Ducks give bad luck confirmed. The devs are stream sniping me. Wait, what if the devs are watching the stream and they want to make sure that the real duck truth doesn't get out there, so they're influencing my loot containers? Oh my god. All right. 4 blueprints, 1 weapon. I find that very interesting. 0 ducks. We had 0 ducks that run. And we looted a grand total of a fair amount of containers. Yeah, quite a nice amount there. 49 containers and 5 lucky items. Lucky items. 49. Well, so far, all within range. All within range, chat. All within range of what we're expecting there. You know, 10% drop rate for lucky items. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Oh, bro. This is becoming a serious problem we have here, boys. Serious problem. I need more durable cloth. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. This will save up some space. Who needs bandages, man? I can just buy them if I need them. Okay, put that away. Bum, bum, bum. Just need 1 adrenaline. You should not count the run. Your luck began after you started stacking ducks. Apparently, you only get good luck if you carry a prime number of ducks. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case, right? We picked up some ducks, but then we dropped them. We did drop them. Like. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Better luck, if you want to call it that. Imagine that. Let me just see this. Where's the display capture? Display capture. So this is the stream. When did I pick up the duck? It's already had its. Let's just check here. And now it's sort of downhill from here. In terms of like player count, and I think that. Oh, this guy just keeps yapping, dude. He's just so annoying. Just keeps yapping. Right, there's a duck here. I already had 2 blueprints. All right. And then I dropped the duck, and then I found all that would kind of be necessary. The loot is like a cool roadmap for the next few months to get people like. No, we did lose some containers. Okay. All right. Not to say that it's becoming boring. We looted. Oh, we did find. Oh, I think they would have. That's awkward, isn't it? What there is to do in the game. We found 1 weapon. Just got the location of the organ. I found a damn few. Okay, cool. No. So maybe we do just delete. Oh, what do we do? That's awkward. Data invalidated. I'm gonna leave that in a big red. I'm gonna just put that in red. And make a note. I'm not going to delete it from the data, but that's something to consider. We opened 3 containers whilst accidentally holding 3 ducks. We opened 3 containers and found 1 lucky weapon. Oopsie! I'll write that down. Oh man, this is hard work, boys. Who would have known carrying rubber ducks was such a responsibility, man? That's crazy. All right, no radar hatch key for me. Ammo. Your audio is looping. It was because I was watching my stream back. I was watching my stream back. That's why. I was watching my stream back. That's why. Back at it again. Big fat asterisk. A bigger luck with ducks. I think it's a placebo. I also think it's a placebo, but some people believe it, so we're testing it out. That is the goal of today's, or well, tomorrow's, next day's stream. Well, we'll see. We shall see. We're now waiting for Buried City to load. Just discount the weapon find and -3 containers. Yes. We shall do that. I think that's the most sensible thing to do. That was the most sensible thing to do. A tainted raid. What I will do is I will do 1,000 containers of each type, and that run I will not include in the final results. Because it certainly ducked things up. You know? Really just...
Let's go to the Grandioso
It's a bit of a
apartments.
duck up. How are you testing it? I'm opening 1,000 containers with 105 ducks in my inventory. And then 1,000 containers without any ducks in my inventory. And comparing how many lucky item drops we get between the two results. Haven't to get any blueprint. Always die when I found one. Oh no! Try to use your safe pocket. You can even do a run on Stella Montis with no loot and just run around and loot. If you find a blueprint, stick it in your safe pocket. Where did you find... Somebody asked, where did you find something? Vida shot. Vida shot. We found it. Oh, dude. Oh, bro,
Hey,
are
don't
you...
shoot.
Where did you...
Hey, don't shoot.
You have a radar hatch key? You have a survivor? You need some heals? Just tell me if you're gonna bleed out, pal. I got meds. You need heals?
Appreciate it.
Alright, I'll help you out, man. There you go. Dude, what planet did he just fall from? That's crazy. Hallelujah. It's raining men. Quite literally. I'm sure some people will be happy. Alright. Did he check this room, though? That's the question. He didn't. Wait, where did he come from, dude? I'm so confused. I thought he came out of there. I thought he came out of there. We didn't even loot this room. We got killed by the... I have no idea, man. That's hilarious, thing. Rubber duck only works if you believe in it. Oh, man, that's why. I was suspicious of it the whole time. Oh, we got two. We got two lucky things in a single container. Look at that. Look at that, boys. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that can happen as well. Sometimes you get two blueprints in a single container, which is really, really interesting. Is that 2 defibs? Whoa, I'm rich. got popped to hell. He did. He got popped up, dude. He popped up. Popped up. Yes, a lucky hairpin. Let's go. Let's go. So far, the results seem to be that ducks give you worse luck, chat. They give you worse luck. I can't believe it. We've been scabbed all along. Unbelievable. Mr. Backpack. Yeah, I'm not going to loot that. Because Raider containers, like the backpack, just have different loot mechanics. So I am avoiding those style of containers whilst I do my rubber duck testing. So you want to play football? You want to play football?
Nope.
Oh, okay then. I'll just play on my own. Go! Come on, man. Score a goal with me, boy. I'll be the goalkeeper. You got to hit the ball. I see it. Hit the ball, and this will be the goal. If you can get it past me, I'll give you a reward. That's it. That's it. I got it. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Come on. Oh. Come on. Oh, he's coming this way. Oh, bro, he's must be an Arsenal player. No, go! Woohoo! Congrats, man. There's a reward, bro. Bro, you take your prize, man. It's all yours, bro. Man, I missed it. Yeah, enjoy, man. That was fun. Ah! Ow. The Pops are mad because I just kicked their cousin around. Yeah, Pops are, you know, direct descendant of the football. Hard to believe, I know. He actually won. He hit it. He scored, man. That's cool. Isn't it ironic you found the deep fibs after that guy fell in front of me? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Love your vids, man. First time catching the stream. Appreciate that. Love your content. Please keep making the things the way you do. That was great. I appreciate that. Thank you. Learn to melee swing Pops before. Oh, yeah. Did I just read that? I feel like I did. My brain's going. I'm quite surprised. He did a real good job with that. Went straight in. That was great. Did we go to hospital yet this run, chat? I don't remember. I don't think we did. It's all loaded. Owlballs are my worst enemy are wasps. Still to this day, man. Still to this day. Mess me up good. Have you tested without duck? We're currently doing without duck test. Without duck test at the moment. Hello there. Hey, hello. Congratulations on one more subs. You deserve it, brother. Thank you. Imagine one of the new bosses is just a mega pop. The size of a queen. And it just rolls over and destroys all the buildings. Like the final style. Just blows up buildings. Oh my goodness, imagine. Hornets are from Satan. Ba. I swear all you PvEers need a GF. I'm having fun. We're all having fun, Carl. We're having fun. The important thing, right? We're all having fun. We're all having fun. I feel like some people are allergic to having a good time. It's crazy. Oh god, I'm so happy that this game isn't like a competitive sweat fest. It's really refreshing. You know, one of the worst things that happens, it's not necessarily this a bad thing per se, but when a game comes out, it's inherently more fun when it's first released because it isn't sweaty, you know? Everyone's learning the game, but what usually happens with a lot of shooter games is it will just naturally evolve to the point where everyone is just mega sweat lords because, you know, it's just, that's the design of competitive games. But this is different. It's certainly built from the ground up to just always be accessible to casual players who don't have the time to learn how to be the biggest sweat. It's great. It's brilliant. As a man who's starting to become old, you know, old man merchant, it pleases him greatly. Yeah, wrong way. Wrong way. We're going up. We're going up. All right. First, so far, chat. I'll be honest, chat. I don't think it's real. I just don't think the duck luck is real, chat. I just don't think it's real. I don't think so. Gonna be a funny shot to just be like, hey, do rubber ducks really improve your luck? I spent 15 hours of my life to find out. The answer, no. 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 What do you expect? Next major boss with a massive wasp rocketeer. Oh my goodness. I'm buying a gaming headset today. Do you have any advice? What is your budget? My suggestion would be to buy a separate headset and then a standalone mic. The audio quality will be better. The microphone quality will be better. If you buy a gaming headset, usually they're not really that good at doing either. I'm sure there's some good ones out there, but depending on your budget, you might find that you get better audio quality by going for a standalone mic and headset. Yeah, like what I had been running for years was this Beyerdynamic DT990, which is like, oh wow, I don't know the price now. It was like $80, and then a Snowball, a blue Snowball mic, which was I think like $40. So overall, $120. But that did me well for many, many, many years. Alright, we're dipping, chat. There's nothing left. Nothing left. Are the contested blueprint run lucky items in the ratio still? I won't include that in the final results, no. I won't.
Let's go to that metro.
I won't. Audio Technica, yeah, it's a good one. Absolutely. Who's Mike? Mike Phone, you heard him? Mike Phone. Full name Microphone. What's up, brother? Let's go. What's up, buddy, old pal? Let's get out of here. Probably want to spend around that. Around 100? This is oh gosh. This is like so. I mean, if you go and watch, like, go onto Twitch and look at the first 20 or 30 streamers that are playing games, like actual gaming streamers. Most of them are probably using this because it's It sounds good. It's affordable. And it doesn't break very easily. Which I think is such an underrated thing these days, man. Oh my goodness. I didn't check the XP, man. I'm just yapping away. Oh, brother. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. It'll show at the very last frame. It's okay. I've done this many times before. We looted a grand total of... just checking the footage. Dude, I'm just chatting away. Old man merchant. Just forgetting what is the job. 4,800. 4,800. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. 4,800. Uh-huh. 4,800. And we found 0 blueprints, 1 key, and... 2 weapons. 2 weapons. That is... Wait. Hey, did we miss something? 2 keys. We found 2 keys. That's right. There we go. Very nice. Oh, we had a Raider hatch key. Haha. Assembly admin key. Yep, that's going in the bin. That's going in the bin. I always had like a funny thought. What if when you sell something, it gets added to the trash can loot pool? Imagine that. That would be hilarious. That would be funny. That would be so funny. How many hours would y'all guess I have an arc since y'all think I'm so lacking experience? I don't think anybody cares. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're all here having fun. That's what matters. It's just a game.
Good to see you again. Off you go.
Extra 50X. Oh yeah, that one's I do hear a lot of people recommending that one as well. Alright, let's go. Alright. Let's go. Anyone sick of Buried City yet? Lord Barrington? What did shoot the Baron Husk Blue Gate? What did shoot the Baron Husk Blue Gate? Are the Lucky Ducks lucky? I think probably not. I don't think so. I do not think so. That's the current theory, current answer. It's too early to tell, but you still buy adrenaline shot from the shop. Oh, habits die hard, eh? Yeah, absolutely. Old habits die hard. Wait. Why do we keep getting put into late raids? What is this blasphemy? Unbelievable. Honestly, though, I've got to the point where I have so much money that I'm quite happy to do it. Because I do run low on chemicals and metal parts. So now that I've got like 1 million space bucks, it's cheaper, it's more efficient for me at the moment to buy it. I think I have about 3 million in my stash value at the moment and 1 million in space dollaries. So if there's still a 5 million requirement this time around, we should be pretty fine. I can spend away. Love your videos. Hey, Pass Easy, thank you for the bits. That's very, very kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. Toxic Swamp, I assume, is going to be a map condition. I don't think it'll be a new map. I don't think it'll be a new map. Oh, look! A shotgun choked blue 2. Blue 2. Again. Isn't skill-based matchmaking technically ranked matchmaking? Skill-based matchmaking is based on your skill. Ranked matchmaking usually is based on... Ow! Or your rank. There is a correlation between the two, but they're not necessarily always the same. Yeah, there's a bit of conflicting info about the... Oh no, bro. The, Hello, you need help? Help! I need help! Oh, bro. Nice. Why do you pick up the coffee pot and dartbot, but you leave the fine wristwatch? I'll tell you the reason why. It's going to be hard to believe. I'm just not paying attention. I am just not paying attention. At the moment, I'm chatting with chat and I'm focusing on whether or not we get a weapon, a key, or a blueprint. Besides that, I'm not really paying much attention. I've kind of honestly reached the point at the moment in this game where on this account, I have everything. I don't have anything that I need, so I've just kind of stopped bothering. You know. Yeah, that's the main reason. It's another late raid. What if late raids happen more often? Based on your gear value? How do you have everything? I mean, I don't have everything, but I have a surplus of all of the things I need. Oh, yes, unlooted. Would you recommend everyone to do the expedition? I recommend the expedition for those that want to experience the game again. I don't think that the perks are really a big deal. You know, the special perks. I had a lot of fun doing the expedition, and I think that's what matters most. It's fun. It's like starting a new world in Minecraft. It's fun. Maybe I should start picking up all the loot. Because some people might come into the stream not knowing what's going on. And they will genuinely feel a bit frustrated. Like, how can I leave behind all that loot? I may as well pick it up. You know, it might help lower some people's blood pressure, so I should probably do it. Let people just feel a little bit of ease, knowing that the loot isn't going to waste. Because the trouble is, I doubt anyone else will find it if it's in an open container. Okay, I'll pick up the stuff. I'll do it. I'll pick everything. I'll get it back home. I'll get it back home for us. Why does he not even have a rubber duck? We're testing if rubber ducks have better loot than not having rubber ducks. So that means I need to do runs with rubber ducks and without rubber ducks. That's fine. Boop, boop, boop. Hi, I'm you. How can you leave behind all that loot? Because I'm silly. Case in point. Yeah, a control run, yes. Husks not count as containers? I don't know, actually. It's true, my doctor prescribed me for several containers of loot for my heart. It just helps relax, you know? Helps relax you, calms the nerves. Tempest Blueprint. Do night raids. Look for loot in night raid. Try residential containers. I found that's the best luck.
I owe you.
Hello. Will I only test it on day raids? I'm going to test it with the same map conditions, same loot containers. Yeah. Just to keep everything nice and fair. There's nothing left, man. There's nothing left. I've been scammed. Bro. We keep getting some real stinky loot opportunities. Da, 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 da. 100k in survival items. Do raider caches, uncover caches. On Buried City, or yeah, Buried City recommended. So much. So much. You'll be drowning in herbal bandages. That way. This is awkward. This is real awkward. No! Don't shoot me! I'm gonna burn, I'm gonna burn. Ooh. How much better is loot in the night raid? I don't know. It's really hard. Like, the only difference I've clearly been able to see is the loot in locked key rooms. Besides that, I don't really see much of a difference. I just don't really see. Body shop blueprint. Here. Hospital, I would suggest, on Buried City. We're just gonna dip, my boys. Either gonna dip. Gonna dip. You're literally the only person I've heard say there's no SBMM. What about one of the developers? They also said that. That's got to be counting as a person. It is quite confusing, though. The Embark CEO said, when talking about when talking about matchmaking, he said, firstly, there's skill-based. And then the Ark Raiders design lead said, we don't have skill-based matchmaking. Huh? Wait, what? Like... That's weird. Two developers, both in high-up positions, said conflicting answers. So I don't know if there is skill-based matchmaking. I have no idea. 4,600. I saw it. I saw it. I don't know. Honestly. What do we find that game? Let's have a quick look. We found one blueprint. One blueprint. Just one. Yikes. 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 Do 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 do. Oops. One blueprint and a dream. I'm gonna start keeping these footballs. We're gonna do some more. That was quite fun. The football thing we did. That was cool. That was really cool. How do you slide down ladders? You hold the shift button, the sprint button. Whatever the sprint button may be for you, you hold that. It's probably just them doing it as layers, as they say. Yeah, I mean, whatever matchmaking app, like, parameters they have, I think mostly the number one thing is just, like, match. Obviously, squad size at the moment seems to be very important. Like, I haven't seen any trios in a long time. A long time, eh? Yeah, I mean, that might be. And then aggressive-based matchmaking seems to be a big part. And skill might be in there somewhere. Kind of cool with the wedgie merchant instead of the gaming merchant. That suit is terrible. That's bad. Oh, I know. They keep making cool cosmetics and there's just always something a little odd about them. If you had more than 800, yeah. So if you had more than 800 Raider credits before they made a Raider credit, cap, then you'll keep the amount you had. One thing I've noticed, and it might just be a coincidence, we keep joining mid-progress raids. I feel like when we were doing the Rubber Duck run, that wasn't. We kept joining raids at the big start of a raid. And now, it's weird how that happens. Do you think if there might be some kind of mechanic there? Maybe the game's like, well, you've played a lot of this map now. You know, we've given you a lot of start of round games. Now it's just someone else's turn. You're gonna have to sit there through mid-round. Like, this is just, you know what I mean? Especially on a map like Barrett City, there's not going to be anything left. You know? You walk on this? Nope. Are the contested run items in the lucky count? At the moment, yes. They are currently. Realistically, we opened 3 containers with a duck and got 1 lucky item. So it's not a big deal. But later on, once I've got enough containers opened, I will remove that from the data. You can jump over the fire. Yeah. Can't jump over the pop, though. Rip. Game Merchant, how do you stay engaged after 200 plus hours if you mainly PvE? I do both. I do both. Depends on what I'm doing for the day. Get on and decide, you know? Like, the last week I've been doing a lot of PvP. It all depends on, you know, what I'm doing, what I'm up to. The hardest target. Pick another one. Another one. Dude, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I cannot hit a little spider boy. Okay. Well, that's a lot of things. Yes, a lucky item counts as a item that usually isn't in that container type, so it spawns as a random item outside of that container loot pool. So that would be a key, a weapon, or a blueprint. These are worth more than dartboards. Yeah, I'm sorry, chat. I just been lazy with it, really. Oh my god, what are you doing here, buddy? That's awkward. Tempest, blueprint, night raids, any map. Right. It's like I can pick things up. I'm just being a lazy boy today, just clicking very lazily, you know. I'm an old man. My hammer, my poor finger, my poor wrists. I've got to click an extra button every time I lose something. It's tiring. I was just gonna say, Game Merchant all day I've only spawned in mid-raids, really? Oh. Yeah, it's needed, I suppose, but it's definitely difficult. If you're not looking for PvP, there's not really anything to do. Not really anything to do. Always confused about this room because it looks almost identical to the key room. There's a bobcat. Hello. Only spawn a lock gate. Yes. Yes, indeed. Indeed, indeed. Anywhere in the lock gate event. You don't have to be in the underground. Anyway. Do 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 do. There's nothing. No loot. Not a single smidgen. Not a single smidgen. Well, I didn't find anything in that game. Yeah, PvE lobbies are crazy. Find it interesting you said you did PvP lately, but running into Care Bears here. Yes, I started a different account. I've got a PvP account that I'm trying because I want to be able to partake in both experiences. And on my main account, when I PvP, it's really hard, man. Like, I'm almost never in PvP lobbies. I have to kill people for like hours straight before the game's like, all right, here's a PvP lobby, here you go. And then I'll go a couple games without doing PvP and I'm back into PvE lobbies again. It's really... Yeah, mining for metal. It's really weird. All right, no items and we looted 10 containers. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay. Do 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 do. Wait, we've done 160 containers now. We've done 160, chat. No, we haven't. We've done 106. 106. And what was that, a metal? Yeah, it's good to just pick some up sometimes, especially like mechanical components when you're, you know, having a raid like that. When you're running low, what I try to do is, especially if I'm going like Stella, loot a couple of the breachable car things. Pick up a couple flow controllers, you know. Helps out a lot. With 2 accounts, you have to log in and out of Embark. I'm on Steam, so I have to log in and out on Steam. I don't know what it would be like on console, but if you're on Steam, you can do like that. How come the Tempest feels so bad? I don't know. I haven't really given it a good try yet. I've built them out. I've got Tempests to go and, you know, have some experience with. Another mid-game raid. Oh my goodness. I need to give it a good try. Because I've done so much, like, loot runs and stuff, the game must think I'm, like, the #1 PvE player in the world. The game must be like, yeah, if there's a leaderboard for, like, PvE score, I'm, like, right at the top. I've opened too many boxes and containers for my good at this point. You're gonna push for the 5 mil this way, but wait for news about what's required. I mean, it's kind of just happening naturally anyway. Like, not really needing to try. I think I'm almost there anyway.
Let's go to that metro.
But I'm not gonna try hard for it because we don't know what the requirements are. We're just gonna play the game, and once we know what they are, I'll do it then. Last time it was only like 10 hours of gameplay. Hello there. It was like 10 hours of grinding. Which wasn't hard for me. I just hope that they announced the requirements earlier this time, because a lot of people, it was a bit of a stressful situation for those that didn't have much time to play. This is a very, 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 very bad raid. Do we know yet if we need 5 mil? No. They talked about changing the requirements to something different, but they are not sure yet. And they will tell us more when they have their ducks in a row. That's what they said. It's meant to be aspirational or not. You have to do it. Yeah, and I think that they realized that they messed up. So hopefully they do something different this time around. You know? Hopefully. Rubber duck findings. So far, nothing. Nothing special about rubber duckies, honestly. Nothing special so far. I mean, in total, we've gotten... I don't know. It's still too early to say, but it's mostly looking about the same. Although we found more blueprint, like it's too early to really say for certain. You know, like we might have just got unlucky with one or the other.
Seamless transaction, wasn't it?
Just give me my stuff, man. Give me my herbal bandage. My herbal bandage.
Yours truly.
Can we get at the start of a raid now, please? Opinion on the Bettina for PvP. It's pretty slow fire rate. I think you're going to struggle. I think it's pretty good at longer ranges, a little bit, because it has a very large bullet. The physical size of the bullet is pretty big, much larger than a kettle bullet, or even a rattler bullet, or like a arpeggio or something. Yeah, the weapon, the ammo type will actually change the physical bullet size of the gun, which means longer range. You know, it's easier to hit with a Bettina. But I do think it's I've never had much luck using it as a PvP weapon. Mainly because people usually like to get, you know, they'll use their third-person camera to make sure they're out of your line of sight and get up close to you to use their Venator or Stitcher or something. And in that case, they're probably going to win because those weapons just do output more damage per second. Go. Breathtaking. That was so breathtaking. I started to think how much looting you'd have to do to statistically prove rubber duck loot bonus. Yeah, I know. It's fun, but, well, we're looting anyway. I locked myself out. We're looting anyway. We're playing the game. We're just gathering data as we do it. It's not too big of a deal. We'll get there. Best place for 10 best blueprint night raids. I would honestly go... My honest suggestion. Try Stella Montes lobby area on a night raid. And all of the suitcases. And all of the trash cans. And any... in the Metro admin, there's a bunch of containers there. Like office drawers. Oh my god. A photoelectric lamp. Yes, that's what I would suggest. Alright, chat. It is time for me to go. And to go eat some dinner. Eat some dinner. I don't know, chat. We're going to continue this experiment tomorrow. So far, nothing. Nothing really. Not enough data. But I don't... not convinced. I haven't done anything today that has convinced me that the rubber ducky loot is real. We did find a lot of weapons, though, to be fair. We did find a lot of weapons. A lot of El Toros and Arpeggios and Berlettas. Kind of interesting. But, yeah. Time to goodbye. Ah! I don't want a goodbye like that, man. I want a goodbye in a nice, peaceful way. Not with explosions. Have you tried throwing your rubber ducks against the containers? You can now use it like a Pokeball. Maybe that's what we need to do. What's for dinner? Something yummy, I'm sure. Something yummy. Ow! Ah! Oh my god! Whoa, I didn't know I did that much damage, dude. Holy moly! What the? Ow! Almost killed me. They do say don't play with fireworks, so... Hello! Let's go. I'm friendly. What's up?
Are you inside?
Yeah, let's go, let's go. GG, man. You have to believe. You have to believe in the dark. That's why. Dude, I just did it again. Ah. Alright, chat. We're going to end the stream there. Thank you so much for all of the support. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Alright. Cheerio.